Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I will be showing you how to make a corrugated roof panel in Autodesk Fusion 360. Now this is the exact product that I will be referencing in order to make this design, and this file also contains the exact dimensions that I will be using. So I will leave a link of this file in the description if you want to follow along with these specific dimensions. However, if you have your own dimensions that you want to use, then you can just simply substitute those in for what I will be putting in. So first, let me show you what the exact end product of this roof panel will look like. So here it is. I have it pulled up right here, and once we are done, we will get this final product. Right now, there is no material applied to it, so if you have a specific type of material you're using, then you can apply this to the end. But we will be making this. So to start off, let's first get a new design going. Okay, so in order for us to make this roof panel, we first need to make some reference guidelines. So let me create a sketch in the XE plane, and let me create some construction lines. So for this design, what is the most important or efficient tool that I will be using is the rectangular pattern tool. So with this, what I will do is I will first make one corrugation and then use the rectangular pattern tool to make multiple of them in a straight line. And that is what will help me efficiently and quickly make this roof panel. So to get started, I will first place my center point, my first point at the center. And I already know that the width that I want this roof panel to be is 38 inches. So I'll put that in there. Enter. Let me zoom out. And it's already a construction line, but if you don't have it already, make sure this is a construction line, as we will not be using this and extruding it. We will just use this as a reference point. So now let's make some more construction lines, and this one will be referencing the pitch, or sorry, the corrugation. And first we will make the pitch. So the length of the pitch is 3.8 inches. So let's start off by putting that in there. And now we will have to do a halfway point because this is where the top of our corrugation will go. So 3.8 divided by 2 is 1.9 inches. We'll put that in there. And now lastly, I will make a reference guideline for the height of this corrugation. And in the file, it says it is 1.5 inches. And make sure that this line is straight at a 90-degree angle. Press enter, and there we have it. So from here, what I want to use to make my actual corrugation is the spline tool. So I'll come up here and click on the fit point spline. And so these guidelines will help us very easily make this corrugation. So what I want to first do is click on this first point, then this middle top, and lastly click on this one, then double click, and there we go. We have our corrugation, but it's not exactly how we want it to be. So what we will need to do is click on our select tool, and these green lines will show up. First, let's make sure this is not a construction line, because this is what we're actually going to be using to extrude our roof panel. Okay, so once we click on this spline, some green tools will pop up right here with these dots, and this is basically what will help us shape the spline to our liking. So what I want right now is to drag this top green dot on the left side and pull it all the way down until this green line is, or these points are flat. And now I will do the same thing with this side. And you can drag them left and right to adjust the length of it too. So I'm going to keep it right here. And these two are the same now. And make sure this one is also flat as well. That's important. And there we go. We have our first corrugation done. So from here, we will now use the rectangular pattern tool. So to use it, you can go up here to the drop-down menu of Create. And at the very bottom, or near the bottom, is the rectangular pattern tool. Now, once we select this, we will be given a prompt to select which object we want to make a pattern of. So I want to make a pattern of this corrugation right here. So I'll hover over it until it's selected. Now the direction is what I want to use my construction line, the very first one that I made. So Once I'm in the direction prompt, I will click on this construction line I made. And then what we want to change is the quantity and the distance. So I know that the quantity, or corrugations in this case, is going to be 10. So I need 10 corrugations, or 10 of these. So I'll click on 10, type it in. However, nothing will show up as of yet because our distance value isn't specified yet. It's just at 0. So we know that the width of our corrugation panel is 38 inches. So we'll just type that in for now. And we can see, if we scroll out, that we have 10 corrugations and they're at a distance of 38. However, these, if you scroll in, they are not connected to one another, and that's okay. A quick fix to this is scrolling out until you get to this arrow right here. This arrow will help us adjust and move it left or right. So we'll click on it and drag it and drag it and drag it until, let's scroll in right here. So we want this line to hit this point right here. And that is basically our reference guideline of 38 inches. And let's scroll in really quickly and just make sure this is at the point. So this should be it. And we have fit it into a 38-inch width. So once we're done adjusting the width of these corrugations, we can just press OK. And there you go. They should all snap together. That is a quick way of fixing that little problem. So what do we do now? We need to offset this. So that translates to the thickness of this roof panel. In order to extrude it, we need to create a thickness. So we can click on this surface and extrude it. So up here is the offset tool on top of the modify category. And so we can select all of these corrugations. Let's see, right here. Make sure they're all selected. That's very important. And now there's this little arrow icon, and we can use this to drag up or down to adjust our thickness. So our thickness of this roof panel is 1/8 of an inch, or 0.125 inches. So 0.125, I'll type that in, click enter. And we'll make sure that everything here, oh, we do not want that construction line shown, but we want to make sure that this top part is also not a construction line. So we'll click on that again, and make sure this is all solid. So before we can extrude it, we need to connect these 2 points together. Otherwise, it will not register as one connected surface. So a simple way to do this is click on the line tool again and go to this one point connected with this point, and make sure your construction line tool or option is turned off. So it's a solid line. Double click. Now, oops. Let me go back. Okay. So we have that side connected. Now let's go to the other side and do the same thing over here. Double click, and once you do that, you should see that this area right here, this corrugation across the whole width, should be highlighted in blue. And that basically means that now it is registering as one surface. And simply from here, we can extrude it and make our roof panel. So let's press pull by right clicking, and we can hover over this until everything is highlighted. You can see all of it lights up. And now we will have the press pull feature, push pull feature. And we know that the length of this roof panel is exactly 79 inches. And then we can click enter. And there you have it. That's our finished corrugated roof panel. Very simple way to do it. I found this to be fast and efficient, and that's about it. So if you have a material that you want to apply to this, you can simply highlight it, or so make sure you have this object selected. You can go to the bodies and select it. And then once you have it highlighted, you can right click on it, and there's drop down menu should appear, and we want to go down to physical material. And from here you can choose whatever material you wish to have this roof panel made out of. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching.